Dang, I wonder what happened here. It looks like they hit a light post or something. Guys, comment below. Let me know what you guys think happened to this. It's a beautiful Chevy Traverse, I believe it is. Look at this damage. It's weird. It's like they did a burnout and then go hit a light pole or something. It has damage here in the lower door. I'm not a big fan of these Dodge Chargers. I believe this is what it is. Let's look at this Ford Mustang right here. They sealed it off with, I believe this is waterproof plastic. Look at the quarter panel. You have to replace this because of how dented it is. But you can repair it at home. It's not going to be 100%, but it's repairable. This is a 2014 and it has 688.8 miles. That's how many miles it has in the odometer. I found a 2020 Kia Telluride, and these are okay. It has a nice price point, but I want you guys to pay attention to the emblems. The way the design they're trying to do, I feel like they're trying to copy I believe it's the Land Rover or something along those lines. But this is a nice SUV. It's about, I think it's like under 30 grand if you get the base model. But what I was questioning is, why is it here in the auction? So, I started looking at, you can see here in the hood some more telltale signs that they're trying to copy the Land Rover. And here you can see the steering wheel airbag has popped, and so does the knee airbag. So let's go further and inspect the damage. See if I can see the mileage on here. Look at the level of effort Kia is putting in their cars. It looks pretty good to me. Trying to copy BMW with the screen, leathers. Look how the parts are just thrown here in the back. Let's check them out. Here's a little note on this handle right here. I took one apart and then it didn't work. So the customer brought it back. And all I did was take it apart, put it back in there, and it worked. So here it is at the body shop. It was a left driver's side impact. But that's all I did is unplug it and plug it back in, and then it worked. So I send it, and I have never heard nothing back. So I guess I did good on it. But let's look at these parts that they have just thrown here in the back. You can see the lower cover, the engine cover, the radiator, condenser. Overall, it's a nice SUV. I think they look good. I would rock one. Comment below, let me know if you guys would rock one. Let's go look at the front end. Let's go analyze the damage and try to figure out why it became a total loss and it ended up at the auction. Let's see if I can pop the hood. Right away, you can see that the core support is broken. It's in pieces. The apron it looks like it has a little buckle. It has some tears in it. So most likely it was supposed to get replaced. You can see a buckle right here in the top. Usually you could section it right here. You can see the spot weld. Section that little piece, cut it off, and weld the new one on, paint it, and sand it, put it back together. Let's check out the strut tower. It looks pretty good. Let's look at this frame rail right here. You can see some buckles right here. You can see some in the back. But these little details you can repair at home. They don't necessarily have to be replaced as long as they're not bent like a taco. And look at this car. Look at this undercarriage. It's clean. There's barely even dirt on it. That's crazy. But I'm assuming they wanted to replace the frame rail from here. This is why, you have to take out the engine, the transmission. You just have to take it all apart. And I'm assuming this is why it ended up being a total loss and it ended up being here at Copart. This is a Lexus LS 250, I believe. Look at this front sway on it. It has 109,186 miles. Driver airbag, knee airbag, and dash airbag. But these are really nice cars. And if you guys pay attention to the auctions, people bid high on these because they're really nice and they're a Toyota. So this is why I've seen these go for around 5,000, 6,000, even on a 2013, 2014, which to me is pretty crazy because the parts are expensive. Here we have a BMW. I think this is an X5 or an X3. Look at all these cars. There's just too many to go through. But let's look at this BMW. It's a 2011. Yeah, I don't remember the mileage, but all I see is this damage on the door, on the driver door and the rear door, which is nothing, but it has 91,000 miles on it. It looks pretty clean to me. It's weird. If you look at this grill, look how big it is. I believe this is a Chevy Malibu, one of the newer ones. Passenger hit, look at the fender. Look at this door. In the pictures you wouldn't be able to see this, but look at this big old dent, this big old buckle. Let's check the alignment, see how it's on the A-pillar. It looks good from here. The top looks good. So I'm assuming the energy of the hit didn't go past the door. Here's the fender all crumbled up, the door. The hood's gonna need repairs, and I think that's about it. I've always been a fan of Kias and Hyundais. This one is a Elantra, I believe. It has 186,000 miles. Look at that. For, I think it's a 2011 or a 2012. Comment below. Let me know if you guys would buy this. Let's go walk around it. Look at the damage. Look at that. Dang. For that kind of mileage, I would understand why it became a total loss. Here's a Jeep Patriot. I'm not a big fan of Jeeps and Dodge. I like the trucks, the Rams. The big engines and the Cummins engines came out good. Here's a Ford Fiesta. I actually like these to drive it for a bit, you know, daily driver, and then that's about it. But let's see if we could analyze the damage. From far away here, it looks good, you know, like the pictures, it would look like minimal damage. But let's pop the hood, look at the lights. See if I can pop the hood right here so you can see. Look at the core support. It's pushed all the way towards the engine. So radiators, condenser, fans, core supports. Let's just look at this. It's just pushed way too far back. In the pictures, you wouldn't be able to see that. And there's some kind of weird buckle here in the corner on the fender, passenger fender. So let's go see what else we have here. Oh, check it out. Here's a Honda. I believe this is a Honda Accord. Look at this fender apron. It's like way all up in there. Let's check it out. Here's a Mazda. I want to see this Accord. It's a V6. It looks pretty clean. I want to give you guys a body man's perspective, a view, what I look at when I'm about to analyze and write an estimate. If you look at this tailgate or trunk, look how it's aligned back here. And let's look at the other side. Always compare it to the other side. And it's over on this side, if you guys see that. So I'm just like, okay, so there's a buckle on the quarter. This is the driver's side. And the hit was on the passenger side, I mean. So just by looking at that, you can see that this whole rear end is thrown to the driver's side. So you could say it has a rear sway, I guess you could say. Here's a older Sonata, I believe, Hyundai Sonata. It's an 07. It's just like mine with 58,000 miles on it. I've always been a fan. Oh my God, look at this bodywork. Wow, look at it. You can still see the Bondo. Wow, look, what the hell? What is that? Oh my. It seems like it's in black primer. It doesn't look like base or clear. But oh my, look at this bedside. Wow, that is crazy. I don't know who would do this type of things. That is crazy. A Toyota Tacoma, I believe. This is what you guys should look at when you're looking at trucks with the rear end impact. Look at the bedside. Compared to the bedside to the cabin, look at the lines. You see how the bottom is closer than the top? That's what you guys want to look at, because that means it has frame damage usually. This is crazy. Look at this Cadillac Escalade. Look at this. Look, it's bent like halfway. It's like a taco. Look at those buckles. Those quarter panels. They're just gone. Look at it. Look at that. It's just bent. Literally like a taco. Look at the doors. Look at the side panels, the quarter panels. This truck is done. Look at that. That is crazy. I never seen something like that. Look at this one. A little story. I like these Pathfinders and the QX4s because it was one of my first cars when I was 17. I eventually want to get one and restore it. This one has upper apron damage, and it has pretty decent miles for the year. I think it's 2002, and it has 130,000. But what I didn't like is that it's an automatic. The one I had was a 5-speed manual gearbox. Look how old school this is and outdated. So let's see this car right here. It has side damage. Actually, it looks like it flipped over. Look at that. It's crazy. The whole interior is done. So guys, if you guys like this type of video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep watching content like this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video.